Thrand here, and our theme today is Jul, or our Christmas special, and we are doing Violent Night, one of my new favorite action Christmas movies. I mean, people have known that I've always liked Die Hard. It's one of my favorites, and I even considered Lethal Weapon a Christmas movie or a Jul movie, a good one. But this one's exceptionally good. There will be a few spoilers because we'll bring up stuff that took place in the movie. We may show a couple of clips from the trailer, providing YouTube lets us get away with it to show you what we're doing, or some stills. But in the movie, one of the major things he did is a candy cane with a sharpened point as a shiv. Yes, this is Santa, and Santa in this movie is known by many names and goes back to the old Northern European or Yule idea of Santa Claus. You know, the All-Father or a warrior or Thor, you know, one of the old warriors back in the day. He even has a hammer like Thor. But the character, as a spoiler, I'll let you know, is Nikamond the Red. He has some awesome tattoo work, probably not from the period, but it's awesome Nordic knot work and symbolism. He looks great. I mean, the actor does a great job. I love the movie. It's a mini review. We don't have a lot of time because we've got Jul to celebrate, or Christmas to celebrate. We got Christmas Eve tomorrow. I'm shooting it the day before. I'm going to try out tomorrow night or on Christmas Day. We'll have this video out for you. But it is a special, and a lot of people want to know, what would a sharpened candy cane do? And these are the only ones we could find that look close to the size he had. He had a slightly larger one in the movie that he used, and he used it repetitively over and over again. We're going to try it out on our body over here. Manny the mannequin, as Caddy or Kitty likes to call him. He doesn't have the proper gel in because I don't have enough gel to, you know, fill a whole cavity, but I have enough to test it through a shirt. See if this can go through that. If it does well on that, we can come back for the head and see if we could do the suck on this scene where he drives it through the guy's mouth, and then here. And then we've even got a bigger candy cane we might try on the skull. So we're going to try that. We're going to try Christmas tree ornaments and see what they do, because he uses those effectively in the movie as weapons.
Except the glass ones. We refuse to get glass ones.
Right. I don't think they would do very much anyway. Maybe give them a little cut.
Yeah, but between our dogs and cats, they'd never last.
Yeah. But anyway, what we're doing is we're going to go ahead and start this now. If you've seen the movie, you know what we're testing. Candy canes is the big deal that everybody's going to be excited about to see if they were effective. We are not condoning and hurting or injuring anybody with a candy cane. We don't want you to try this at home. You might break a candy cane, hurt yourself trying to stab something. We're doing it so you don't have to. So that's a big disclaimer, that this is not to promote anything like this. This is just to see if it was plausible for Nikamond the Red, Santa Claus, in Violent Night, because it was a violent movie, if you could actually thrust into ballistic gel. I mean, that's mostly all we're testing with cloth and stuff, and see what it will do. And a big candy cane, I have a really large one over here. What will it do to a skull? We don't know. We're going to find out, and we'll test some other stuff out of the movie as well. A little bit nervous about this, but it seemed like he's got me all wired and worked up, being a berserker and everything in the movie, and I'm dressed part Viking, part Santa here, and I've got my candy cane, so I'm sure I can do the same thing, right? We're going to thrust through here into the gel underneath. Everybody see the gel under here? It's not the proper shape. I normally do a full torso where it looks perfect. But we're doing, this will work. This is a good test. And I'm using one of my old shirts. He's sporting a Thrand YouTube shirt. If you want one, you too can have a Thrand YouTube shirt. Just click on the link below. Stream Elements store has it. I also stream on Twitch, so you can check it out there too if you want. Let's go ahead. Let's work him over. I'm gonna put one in and see what it does. Oh! Let's see what it did. It looks like we got into the gel. Our cane broke though. That was not a repetitive thrust there, but we'll see. Did we make it through? We made it in quite a range here. We're gonna have to pull this out and analyze it. Did it make it through the shirt? Somewhat. We made it into the shirt, and then the shirt went into the gel. So we made it in that far. That would be bad. It pushed the shirt in the wound, and we do have a wound into the ballistics gel. I just thought, you know, it would go through the shirt deeper, but it only went through the shirt this far, allowing the point through. We're going to give that another go. I've got a blue candy cane now, but we're going to choke up on the grip, make sure I hold it just right. So possibly his was shorter, possibly, that he was using as a shank, and a little bit bigger around, closer to one of the bigger ones I got here. The bigger one I've got is real big. So let's give it another go. That time it broke in me finger while I was doing this. Probably why I was thinking about wearing a glove originally. but it didn't even make it through. That just busted as soon as I thrust it. So yeah, we're not lying to you. We're going to show you what this stuff really does. Let's just go to the bigger one and see if this is better. This is huge, and it's so big that maybe it has a chance to do something. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's way better. Yeah, I could see this one doing more. Yeah, I could work somebody over with that. So having it slightly bigger is definitely an advantage in this case. Thicker, yeah, thicker. And this is staying sharp, and this might have something to do with it. This is a real candy cane. This is peppermint. Those are the flavored ones, and they're gourmet style stuff. But I thought it was large, biggest ones we could find. But it wasn't, you know, it wasn't quite as big as his. Wait, we're making so many references here. We should bring up Matt Easton. I'm sorry, with all these references we're bringing up, this got to bring in Matt Easton. I'm sorry, right? We've got our penetration, and now we're talking about size. So.
Yes,
yeah.
But the thing is,
I don't think we need to do any more of this. We can just look. This guy's been worked over. The larger candy cane did the job. Worked as a candy cane shiv for our Nicomond, the red Santa, and there's some deep wounds in here. These went in deep. Everybody could see it. I don't think we need to analyze too much, but yeah, that's definitely bad. And it puts little holes in the shirt. There's little holes all through the shirt, but the shirt tends to follow in with the large size. And it just stretches and goes on in. So anyway, let's come around here then, line up on our head and see if we can repeat one of a scene or two from the movie with the candy cane. We'll use the larger one. The little ones, no go, no go.
Okay.
And I think one of the scenes that everybody remembers, if you watched the movie and you enjoyed it, was, what was it? Suck on this, right? More references that sound horrible. This is definitely an adult Yule movie. Or, not really, but video at least. Had to bring up Matt Easton. There we go. Suck on this! Oh yeah, it went straight through. The problem is we broke our point off going through. It's in the other jaw. So if I would have made straight through, like he did, which I think he went through here, yeah, you'd be good. If you hit teeth or something, you're gonna lose your point. But we were able to actually originally pierce it. It went through and we hit the backside here. Of course, this wouldn't split open like that, but we would have been inside.
Sugar generally is not the best option for a weapon.
Yeah, even with the sharpness, it's sharp the way it broke.
Yes, but
I bet we could. I bet we could get a neck wound like in the movie. Oh, we did. That went like straight in. I pulled it out. But we got a neck wound right in the side of the throat. So yeah, this thing, I swear, if somebody went nuts with somebody, I mean, like trying to stab them with it, until it shattered, which I'm sure it would on a real body and hitting bone and different stuff, people, it would be nasty when it just hit flesh. This thing could cause some harm because it is sharp. The way it broke is sharp as well. I don't know if everybody could see that, but
like I said, yeah. Generally anything that adds sugar-based has a crystalline structure.
Right.
It's still going to break or shatter into a way that
so, would it last the entire fight, considering he's magic and Santa? Maybe, if you look at it that way. But and maybe his candy cane was different, being from the North Pole and slightly larger than my smaller ones and not quite as big as my big one. This is coming out funny.
Trust you. Okay, you are on a sugar high. This is not a good...
Yeah, I normally don't do sugar. I'm low carb and keto, but I figured... well, screw it, it's Yule. Yeah. All right. We're going to try the ornament scene, and one of the only ones I can try that we have is we have a star. It's a cheap star made out of hard plastic, and we're going to go right into that and try to stab into the eye area. Ah! That hit the eye, glanced off the skull. But I would say plausible. If it went directly in the eye socket and the eye, as sharp as that is.
Especially since the skull is slightly behind the eyeball.
We didn't shatter the skull with it or anything. But let's see what it did to our point. I don't know if this is good. We just barely lost this. I think it like broke on the skull. So yeah, if it was a plastic ornament and you hit it directly in the eye socket, I honestly believe this thing would be horrible. Well, you wouldn't die. Just a guy standing there would be sticking in your eye and you would have no eye. But I mean, if somehow there was a luck to Santa and he plugged it in and it electrocuted the guy, then I can't test that. So, star plausible, sharp, Christmas ornaments, dangerous. Don't play with these things if you're a kid. Keep them on top of the tree.
Like we said, we don't do glass ornaments in this house.
Right, now this is our actual tree topper, and I picked it because it's very sturdy and made of steel. Now what I kind of want to do with this is I was thinking, I don't know what it will do, but maybe it will do something to her actual skull if I hit a little higher and come on in. We could try. It's metal, and I'm wearing a glove. Oh, if I can hit it. Ah! Ooh! That, if I can hit his skull solid, but obviously it did not crack his skull. We'll try again. He lost his horns because this was Randolph the Thiolfer, or the bandit for the movie. See, my idea is he's got the red nose, and I had to say something about that. Sometimes we get a bleed when we make the head because there's blood inside the skull that everybody likes to see when it comes out, the fake blood. It's just, could be green, blue, red. It's red today. Good Christmas color. And Nickelmon the red. So, but we'll try one more time with this, hitting the skull, and see if we can do anything with it.
I think that's more than one.
Yeah, I think we lost our star. We have to bend it back. We've got lots of wounds, but it's not going through a skull. Yeah, I'll bend it back, but it's not going through. Now, if everybody remembers, one of the scenes that I thought was very interesting was he's in the game room. He uses darts, which everybody knows darts can do something. We all know that. But when he's kind of hiding from the guy, he gets a stocking, but his stocking is not, we got pool balls here. His stocking is not this type of stocking. It's actually a knit stocking, and it tears. Now, I don't know if this is going to tear or what's going to happen, but we got 3 pool balls in a bag, and everybody's heard about the famous bar fights and stuff where somebody puts them in a jacket or a shirt or something, or a sock, even one ball or something, and it takes out the whole room. So I don't know what it will do. What I'm figuring, maybe if we're lucky and everything goes right, we might be able to crack the skull with this. Let's give it a go and see what we can do. If it doesn't rip through, that's all I'm afraid of. So everybody ready? Let's see if we can draw blood finally. Oh! Well, they ripped through just like his. But yeah, this man is, that's a, I don't know if I lost my sound there. This man has a major concussion, and yeah, his skull is cracked. Might want to come in and look at this one if you can. I don't know if you can. But that's into the skull, so yeah, we finally cracked the skull with something. Oh! All that other stuff in soft tissue. Yeah, I could see that it might not be a repetitive weapon. This, if it hadn't ripped through the actual stitching, could have been used over and over again. But that's, look, I want to make sure they can see. This is, yeah, I shouldn't be able to get my thumb down in his cranium, but yeah, it's cracked that bad.
The extra quirk is this. That is a felt-based.
Yeah, I would love to hit it again, but I don't know if I have enough.
You don't know if the kids aren't going to beat your snot?
Well, we could fix this one, but do we want to hit it again? I think that's probably good enough. I think we proved beyond a shadow of a doubt that that weapon is effective. I'm sorry, that actual pull balls and something, it's probably the most effective weapon he used out of the 3, in my opinion.
Other than possibly the stalagmite, but the problem is we really can't test that.
Yeah, the sledgehammer, we all know what that would do. It's very slow. It's not really a weapon. I mean, I kind of wish they would have used a better looking warhammer instead of a...
somebody up the roof onto a stalagmite.
Right, can't do that. But I mean, for what we did today, I think we pretty much proved that almost everything was plausible. I mean, it could do something. It could help him. It might not, like the candy cane wouldn't last through a long fight, I don't think, unless his candy cane was different. Ours shattered and broke when it hit solid.
Don't have ice skates.
Yeah, don't have ice skates either. But I think it was an excellent movie. Be sure to watch it if you haven't seen Violent Night. I hope you liked our Yule special. I try to make something short, sweet, cool that we could get done. Yeah, and that's just bad. I'm sorry, I don't care what anybody says. That one hit was it. But it did exactly what it did in the movie. It ripped with the balls in it like that.
Actually, the knitted one lasted longer due to the fact that generally the tensile strength of the knit is higher than felt. Right.
The felt's good, but it didn't tear the felt.
No, but it looks prettier.
Yeah. Oh, it damaged the felt though. Whatever this felt is, when it hit, it tore through the felt, plus it ripped through the seams. So we've got a stitching problem, and we've got a damaged hole in it. So yeah, it was a cheap one. But anyway, I hope everybody enjoyed our Yule special. Oh, be sure to like, subscribe, leave a comment, share, and turn on your notifications. Everything helps us out. If you want to help us on Patreon, be sure and go by there and check us out there. We're going to have a lot of new content there, and we're going to have the bronze video coming out soon where we test everything. Test it on the charioteer armor made out of rawhide. It's an excellent video. I think you're going to enjoy it. We've already completed it. It just needs to be edited, and it's a much longer video to edit. I hope you all enjoyed everything. What to say? Gott Jul, Happy Yule, Merry Christmas, and farewell. Oh, Happy Hanukkah, Happy everything. If it's your holiday, if you have a holiday out there, Happy Holidays. This is our holiday special. And farewell. If you want to help support the channel, go by streamelements.com and sport a Thrand YouTube shirt. Plus, there's many more items. You can come visit me on Twitch, Thrand11. I do extreme gaming every night after 12 a.m. CST, US time. You can become a patron on Patreon and help support the channel and see content that can only be seen there.